Autoline Daily is brought to you by Bridgestone, passion for excellence.
Here are today's top headlines. GM could turn a profit within 2 years. Penske's close to buying Saturn. And Mitsubishi's little electric car carries a whopping big price tag. Up next, we'll be back with the news behind the headlines. This is Autoline Daily for Friday, June 5th, 2009, and now the news. General Motors expects to be profitable by 2011. The Detroit Free Press reports that when it emerges from bankruptcy, the company stock could be worth as much as $48 billion. That could make the government stake in GM worth as much as $29 billion. GM is expected to lose $17.5 billion this year, then earn $3 billion in 2011. By 2014, the company could earn almost $8 billion, but maybe this is hopeful thinking. GM bases this on sales in the American market reaching 16 million units by 2012, and most analysts do not see that happening by then. The Detroit Free Press reports that Roger Penske is close to buying Saturn. A deal between GM and the nation's #2 automotive retailer would keep the brand alive and its dealerships stocked with new vehicles. It's unclear which manufacturer Penske might partner with to build products, but it's rumored he's been in talks with Nissan and Renault. General Motors has decided not to import vehicles from China. According to Gasgoo.com, the company reached a deal with the UAW to reopen a plant in the U.S. to build the vehicles it planned to import. GM previously planned to start importing Chevy Sparks to the U.S. that were built in China starting in 2011. And GM's sale of Hummer to a Chinese company had enough people concerned that the U.S. Army released a statement assuring people GM's sale has nothing to do with the military version. But that might be a moot point. According to the AP, reports in China are surfacing that Sichuan Tengzhong Heavy Industrial Machinery Company's deal with Hummer still has to be approved by China's Commerce Ministry, which it has not done. And the reports also question if the deal will be allowed to go through, with no financial details being given just yet. Mitsubishi announced that its i-MiEV electric car will cost a staggering $47,560 when it goes on sale in Japan. The little car can travel 100 miles, about 160 kilometers, after charging for 7 hours at 200 volts. The vehicle is powered by lithium-ion batteries, which, according to Wards, will be provided by Japan's GS Yuasa Battery Company. The company has the capacity to produce 200,000 cells annually, which is enough for 2,000 cars. There's a bit of a brouhaha over Chrysler and the Dodge Viper. In testimony to Congress, Chrysler CEO Bob Nardelli said they never got any bidders for the iconic sports car. But Bloomberg reports that a group of investors say that's not true. They offered Chrysler $35 million to buy the Viper operations, which, by the way, made a $16 million profit last year. Now, Congressman Darrell Issa of California is trying to find out why Chrysler says it did not have offers when in fact it did. The Viper operations will now transfer over to Fiat along with the rest of Chrysler. Coming up next, a preview of a one-on-one interview we had with Ed Welburn, GM's Global VP of Design. We'll be back right after this.
Changing tires out here could be dangerous, but with these tires, I don't need to worry.
Bridgestone.
Autoline After Hours co-host Peter DeLorenzo had a chance to sit down with a few GM executives at the company's design dome at its tech center in Warren, Michigan. Aside from Bob Lutz, we also had a chance to chat with Ed Welburn, the company's VP of Global Design. Here's what he had to say about where Buick is headed.
A lot of exciting things happening for Buick. I don't think the enthusiasts out there really know how exciting this is. And you say your studio is just cranking out some unbelievable stuff.
Well, I consider it to be a real renaissance with the Buick brand. And I don't care what assignment I give our designers, you know, our young designers, our designers with many years of experience. They just do incredible work. The proposals are really exciting. I never see a bad sketch when it comes to Buick. I mean, they are all well done. They have emotion, they have passion, they're bold. That's what Buick brand's all about, I'd say.
Well, Buick's always been about flow. You know, it just seems like we were talking about the Bill Mitchell Silver Arrow 3 and all the historic Buicks, and is that the direction you're going with it?
It is very much. A lot of those same principles, because, you know, it's Buick's history has been rather checkered. They've had their highs, they've had their lows, but the highs have been spectacular with, you know, with Skylarks and Rivieras. And when our designers know and understand those vehicles as well as the Y job, I mean, the inspiration's great. And cars like the LaCrosse are done where you can watch a line just flow along the body side and around the rear of it. Every line is like an artist's brush stroke. I mean, it's true art.
If you want to watch the rest of this interview, you can catch it all on our website. And that's it for today's top news in the global automotive industry, except I have to announce the winner of this week's trivia contest. We challenged you to identify the car pictured here. Can you guess what it is? Well, the correct answer is a Lotus Elise. That's right, a Lotus Elise. And as always, we randomly pick today's winner from the pool of correct responses, and this week's winner is Dixon Goon of Burlington, Massachusetts. Congratulations, Dixon. You just won a Mercedes-Benz baseball hat. Anyway, that is it for today's top news in the global automotive industry. Have a great weekend. We'll see you Monday.
Visit our website for even more great content all week long. Autoline Extra, Dawn's Journal, podcasts, and even more. So click over and get the inside view at AutolineDetroit.tv.